It's something we use every day without a second thought. But have you ever wondered where the toothbrush came from? From twigs, rags, gunpowder, and bones to high-tech gadgets, the evolution of the toothbrush is a journey full of unexpected twists and turns. But what drove this evolution? And how did ancient civilizations tackle the challenge of oral hygiene? What surprising innovations did we uncover along the way? And why did some designs fail while others stood the test of time? Stay tuned as we delve into the fascinating history of the toothbrush. You'll discover how a simple tool transformed over millennia and revolutionized the way we care for our teeth. You won't believe the journey this everyday object has taken. Humans have 32 teeth. Most of us, anyway. We are born without teeth. Actually, we are born with teeth, just that they are not visible till months after birth. And you should have heard of milk teeth and permanent teeth. Both milk and permanent teeth are already present in the jawbones at birth. The primary teeth are the first to erupt, followed by the permanent teeth as the child grows older. Gradually, we develop them as they are essential in feeding. And as we grow much older, we begin to lose them again. But why did we devise tools to clean our teeth? I mean, we do not clean any other part of our body like we clean our teeth. And it looks like we are the only creatures that pay so much attention to our teeth. Humans are taught from an early age to brush their teeth regularly to prevent cavities, gum disease, and bad breath. But what about animals? Do they need to brush their teeth too? And if not, how do they keep their mouth clean and odor-free? There are several reasons why animals don't brush their teeth depending on their diet, anatomy, and lifestyle. Crocodiles flash their teeth underwater. The water helps keep them clean. When they bask in the sun with their mouths open, the sun's rays sanitize their teeth. They're born with an amazing 40 sets of teeth, but most don't live long enough to use them all up. After eating, the Nile crocodile relaxes on land with its mouth open. The Egyptian plover takes advantage. It uses the invitation. It's not afraid to hop inside the crocodile's mouth. It acts like a tiny dentist. It cleans the crocodile's teeth. It does this by eating leftover bits of food stuck there. That's wild. This is exactly the relationship we have with our dentist. What about wild cats, wolves, and wild dogs? Their diet consists of raw meat and bones. When they gnaw on those bones, they're also cleaning their teeth. These animals don't live long, so they don't have agonizing toothaches. They also don't have severe decay. And they don't eat sweet or starchy foods, which are bad for teeth. In the wild, cavities happen because of injuries. So, what makes an animal's mouth smell good or bad? It comes down to what they eat, whether they're sick or not, and how clean they are. Meat eaters' breath is worse than plant eaters. The same goes for fish-eating animals compared to those that eat fruits or nuts. That's because animal products have sulfur, makes things stinky when digested. But not all meat eaters have bad breath. Lions, tigers, and wolves have a mild smell. They have a lot of saliva that washes away food bits and bacteria from their teeth. But some plant eaters like cows, sheep, and horses can smell bad. This is due to their complex digestive system. They ferment plant stuff in their tummies. They also do it in their intestines. This makes gases and acids that can make their mouth smell sour or acidic. But not all plant eaters have bad breath either. Rabbits, guinea pigs, and hamsters tend to smell sweet. This is because they eat fresh fibrous foods. These foods keep their teeth and mouth clean and healthy. While animals rely on nature, humans had to invent unique stories for oral care, leading to some surprising myths. We learned about teeth as kids, and it's still pretty mysterious. The tooth fairy is a big deal in our folklore. She shows up when you lose a baby tooth and leaves you some cash. But where did this tradition come from? We don't really know, but it's got roots in old European customs. Lots of European cultures swapped lost teeth for gifts or money. They thought kids' teeth were magical. They used them as good luck charms or gifts for gods. For instance, the Vikings paid kids for their teeth. They used them as battle talismans. The French left coins or candy under kids' pillows. The Spanish and Italians had similar deals. In some Asian countries, kids don't put their teeth under their pillows. Instead, they toss them onto the roof or floor, depending on which jaw they came from. This way, their new tooth grows in nice and straight. Some kids even make a wish while they're at it, hoping for good luck. In some African countries, kids throw their teeth onto the roof too, but they do it for a different reason. They think a bird or lizard will grab their tooth and bring them a new one. Some kids even sing songs to get the animal's attention. They ask for a good new tooth. People have been cleaning their teeth for thousands of years. In prehistoric times, humans used animal bones. They also used fish bones or bird bones to scrape their teeth. They'd sharpen one end to a point and sometimes split the other end to make a handle. Archaeologists have found these bone toothpicks all over the world. They're from Africa to the Americas. Some of them are over 10,000 years old. Toothbrushing goes way back to around 3000 BC. People in old times from places like Mesopotamia, Egypt, and India used thin sticks. The twigs had frayed ends. They used them to rub their teeth. These were primitive toothbrushes. They were called chew sticks. They were also used for medicine and religion. They even had natural antiseptics. They also had fragrant substances. Chew sticks are still used today in some parts of the world. It's popular in Africa and the Middle East. Ancient cultures used all sorts of crazy things to clean their teeth. Feathers, quills, and hairs were all fair game for the artists. They'd attach them to a handle or use them on their own. For example, ancient Egyptians used bird feathers. They used them to clean their teeth. Ancient Romans used porcupine quills. The ancient Chinese even used animal hairs. They used them to make the first toothbrush prototype. They stuck hog bristles into a bamboo or bone handle. We'll get back to the Chinese in a second. People then started cleaning their teeth with salt, herbs, or charcoal, with the help of a piece of cloth. A piece of clothing was used like a rag to wipe their teeth and gums, sometimes with water or spit. Some folks added stuff to the rag to make it clean better or whiten their teeth. They tried salt, chalk, gunpowder, and soot. Salt was like a scrub and disinfectant. It helped to remove plaque and bacteria from teeth and gums. People thought it made their teeth stronger. It also stopped cavities. But salt could also damage the enamel and make teeth sensitive. Chalk was a whitening agent. It removed stains and discoloration from teeth. Plus, it was cheap and easy to find. But chalk could be too harsh. It can wear away the enamel, making teeth yellow and sensitive. Gunpowder was like a bleach and cleaning agent. It removed stains and plaque from teeth. Some people thought it had healing powers. Some thought it prevented infections. But gunpowder was very risky. It could cause burns. It could also cause inflammation. It could also cause mouth explosions. So it was a polish and whitener. It smoothed out teeth and removed stains. And it was easy to find in fireplaces and chimneys. But soot was also super dirty and toxic, with ash, coal, tar, and even cancer-causing stuff. Here's what you need to know about toothbrushes in ancient China. They've been around since the Tang Dynasty. This was a time when the country was booming. Back then, only the emperor and rich people used toothbrushes. They were made from hog bristles attached to bamboo or bone handles. They'd boil the bristles to make them soft, cut them to size, and use them to scrub their teeth and gums. Sometimes, they'd even dip them in salt or herbal solutions for an extra clean. Over the centuries, Chinese toothbrushes improved. They also became easier to get. By the Song dynasty, regular people could use them too, but they made do with cheaper materials like horsehair or feathers. They'd also add carvings, paintings, or inscriptions. These made the items more special and pretty. In the Ming dynasty, toothbrushes became standard. They had uniform sizes and shapes. They even started making them in large quantities. They sold them to other countries like Japan, Korea, and Vietnam. These old toothbrushes made a big difference. They helped people's oral health. They helped prevent tooth decay, gum disease, and bad breath. They even boosted users' confidence. Also, they showed the owner's social status and style. They were like accessories. The Chinese toothbrush even inspired toothbrushes in other cultures. For example, Europe made the first modern toothbrush. It did so in the 18th century. They based it on the Chinese model. William Addis made a living buying and selling cloth scraps, but in 1780 he got caught up in a riot. The protests were against Catholics getting more rights in Britain. Authorities accused William of inciting a mob to attack a prison. He was sentenced to a year in prison. In prison, William hated how he had to clean his teeth. Rubbing a rag with soot or salt on them, he thought, there's got to be a better way. He noticed the guards used small brooms to sweep the floors and got an idea. He created a toothbrush using a small animal bone, some bristles, and a thread. He drilled holes in the bone, got bristles from a guard, and tied them on. Then he brushed his teeth and found it worked way better than the rag. He realized he'd invented something super profitable. After getting out of prison, William didn't go back to his old job. Instead, he started making and selling toothbrushes. He founded Wisdom Toothbrushes. It still exists today. He used his business contacts and reputation to market his product. Soon, his toothbrushes became popular and trendy. He improved his design. He tried different bristles. They were horsehair, badger hair, or boar hair. He also used handles made of ivory, silver, or wood. He even patented his invention in 1780. He was the first to do so for a toothbrush. William's toothbrushes made him rich. They also improved oral hygiene and health. Before him, most people didn't care for their teeth. They had tooth decay, gum disease, or bad breath. William's toothbrushes made it easier to clean teeth. They also raised awareness about the importance of dental care. DuPont, a chemical company, developed nylon in the 1930s. This was a big deal. Nylon's the first synthetic fiber. Nylon is strong, flexible, and durable, perfect for various uses. It's cheaper and more hygienic than natural fibers like silk. One of the first uses for nylon was in oral care. In 1938, DuPont launched the first nylon toothbrush. It had a plastic handle and soft nylon bristles. These bristles were smoother. They were also more resistant to moisture and free of bacteria. The nylon toothbrush was a huge hit, offering a better way. It was cheap. It cleaned teeth better. It also prevented dental diseases. By the 1950s, nylon replaced hair for toothbrushes. This happened all over the world. Nylon toothbrushes paved the way. They led to more innovations. The military played a big role in getting people to use toothbrushes. During World Wars I and II, the Army handed out toothbrushes and toothpaste to soldiers. They had to brush their teeth twice a day as part of their daily routine. This was to prevent dental problems. Infections could hurt their health and performance. Soldiers learned from Army dentists and doctors. They learned why oral hygiene matters. They found out that tooth decay and gum disease can lead to other diseases. These diseases include heart disease. They also include diabetes and rheumatism. They also learned how to use their toothbrushes properly. They learned how to care for them and their toothpaste. When soldiers came back from war, they brought their toothbrushing habits with them. They influenced their families and friends to do the same and passed it on to their kids. As a result, toothbrushing became a normal thing to do. Demand for toothbrushes and toothpaste rose. The industry took off. The electric brush was an upgrade. The design aimed to replace the nylon bristles and plastic brushes. The toothbrush used an electric motor. It made the bristles vibrate. This made a better brushing motion and more even than manual brushing. The electric toothbrush was first marketed for people with limited mobility or dexterity. This includes patients with arthritis. It also includes those with paralysis or braces. However, it soon became popular among the public. It was a more fun and convenient way of brushing. Plastic handles and nylon bristles have a flaw. They are not biodegradable. They do not decompose in nature. This is a problem for the environment. Millions of toothbrushes end up in landfills. They also end up in oceans every year. They add to pollution and waste. To fix this issue, some companies have made biodegradable toothbrushes. They are from natural or organic materials that can break down over time. Some biodegradable toothbrushes are bamboo ones. They use bamboo for the handle and charcoal-infused nylon or plant-based bristles. Cornstarch toothbrushes use cornstarch for the handle. They use nylon or plant-based bristles. Compostable toothbrushes use wood or paper for the handle. They use animal hair or plant-based for the bristles. These toothbrushes are made to reduce the environmental impact of toothbrushes. They still provide good brushing. The latest toothbrush innovation is the smart toothbrush. It uses machine learning. It gives personalized brushing experiences. Smart toothbrushes are linked to mobile apps or websites. They use them to collect and analyze data on the user's brushing habits, preferences, and goals. The data shows the smart toothbrush can give the user feedback. It can also give them guidance and recommendations. It can tell them how to improve their brushing technique. It can also tell them how to prevent cavities or gum disease. Or it can tell them how to get a whiter smile. Toothbrushes have come a long way. They were once simple chew sticks from ancient times. Now they're complex and smart devices of the modern era. Toothbrushes are not just for cleaning teeth. They are also symbols of culture, innovation, and health. Toothbrushes show the changing needs and preferences of people. They also reflect the advances in science and technology. Toothbrushes are vital. They are a part of our daily lives. They will keep getting better as we enter the 21st century and beyond.